Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tosin, and today I'm coming to you guys with some money moves that you need to make as soon as you turn 18. If you are already 18 or if you're older than 18 or whatever, you need to get on these money moves like right now. I feel as though majority of people do not have people telling them that these are the things you really need to start doing, as soon as you become an adult. We don't get taught these things in school. A lot of our parents, they don't really think about, telling us to get on our financial stuff when we're still so young, but it is very important because it'll benefit us a lot in the future. And it's really important to get a feel of like how money works when you're young, so that when you're older, you'll already have a grasp for it and you'll already be ahead of the game. If you enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe for more. Comment down below, let me know how old you guys are and what you have been doing or what you've been thinking about in regards to your finances. You can be as young as 10. Honestly, like, I don't think it's ever too early to start thinking about like your finances, but still important to have a childhood and all that. But anyways, the first money move that you need to make immediately is to get a job if you don't already have one. Not only does it put some extra money in your pockets, but also gives you a lot of insight into the real world. It can be kind of depressing, it might just be a job for you while you're still in school. It might just be a little thing for you, but these are some people's livelihoods, and it's kind of like a source of motivation to want better for yourself, because you don't want to get stuck in some low paying job where you're constantly overworking yourself 40 hours a week for minimum wage. It kind of just like lit a fire under me. It's like, okay, I don't want to get stuck in this situation. I don't want to get stuck anywhere close to this situation. I want better for myself. So it kind of served as like a source of motivation for me. It gave me insight into the real world and how depressing it is and how people get stuck in this cycle of capitalism, and it just opened my eyes a lot. And on top of that, you also get some money. Obviously, you're young, you get money, you get excited. This is money that you can use, to indulge a little bit, but also to like save and invest, which is something I'm about to get into right now. Definitely get a job if you haven't already. I have a video with some tips on how to get a job as a teenager if you are looking. I think I'll put it in the little information card, but yeah. Okay, so the second move that you need to make as soon as you turn 18 is to start building up your savings. I know what a lot of people say, it's like money that's in your savings, it's not growing or anything or whatever, and I do agree with that, but I also think that it's important to have an emergency fund. The sooner you knock that out, the sooner, like, you won't have to worry about it anymore. If something happens to you, that you'll be good because you have that emergency fund. I'm not saying save all your money, don't spend it on anything, don't use it, just put it all in your savings, don't invest. Like, nah. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that it's always good to have a set amount of money that you can tap into in case of an emergency, in case something unexpected happens. So as of now, I'm gonna be a little transparent with y'all. My goal was to have 10K in my savings. I'm pretty close to that goal right now, but honestly, I feel as though, you can start with as little as $100, $500, $1,000. Like, it'll all start, building up as long as you're adding to it as much as you can, as often as you can. And it may seem pretty boring and like right now, but like in the future, when something happens to you, you'll be thankful that you have that fund. Okay, so the third money move that you guys should definitely make right now, if you're 18, if you're older than 18, is to start learning how to budget, and to also learn how to start planning out your spendings and all your expenditures and stuff. I would consider myself to be pretty frugal. I don't really like spending my money and all that, but I'm still working on bettering myself. It's like I'm either spending no money at all or I'm spending way too much. So it's really good to have a middle ground, and it's really good to plan your purchases. Like, don't just like go out and just pick up whatever you want just because you see it. Like, don't fall to that temptation, because at the end of the day, majority of these things will not have any value to us. They're not going to benefit us. They're not going to give us that long-term satisfaction. They're not going to give us that long-term satisfaction that we crave. It's not going to give us any type of security. So just think to yourself before you buy some Chick-fil-A, or before you decide to buy those new pair of shoes. Just think, do I really need it? how is it really gonna benefit me? I mean, we're in a freaking pandemic right now. Where are you trying to go flexing your shoes at? Like, there's really no need to get certain stuff. Set a budget for yourself, set a limit for yourself. Just be smart about your spending and think to yourself, like, should I really get this? Do I really need this? If you have to leave your card at home sometimes, leave your card at home, because honestly, the temptation be real sometimes. I be falling for it, but it's definitely important to get into the habit of like evaluating all of your purchases and evaluating how much you've been spending, to just be overall like smarter about your spending, because the less you spend, the more you have to invest. I'm about to get into that right now. So the fourth money move that you guys need to make is to open up a Roth IRA. That is a retirement, it's like a retirement savings account type of thing. You can start saving for retirement. You can invest in mutual funds, ETFs, stocks. You can invest in like a ton of things, and basically that money just sits there and it grows over time, which is why the earlier you get in it, the more you'll make over time. I will say though, for some of the mutual funds, the minimum investment amount is like $3,000 for a lot of them, so you might need to have some like initial like money to invest with, but you can also invest in ETFs, which are a lot cheaper. And yeah, it's a whole thing. I can make a video for you guys if you'd like that, but that's what people say. A Roth IRA is like the easiest way to become a millionaire by the time you're like 60 or something. So I would definitely like look into that, because I feel as though it's something that a lot of people do not know about. It's something a lot of people don't think about. I personally use Vanguard. Haven't really had any issues with it as of yet, but yeah. So this next money move isn't like a physical thing, but I just want you guys to start thinking about multiple streams of income. You want to go into adulthood having an idea of how you can, you know, have money coming in from all different types of angles. You know, you can trade, invest, rental property, social media, open up a business. E-commerce is pretty huge. You can do some type of side hustle. I do believe that the sooner you start thinking about this, the more your future self will thank you. You know, it's something that I've been thinking about a lot. I'm still thinking about it. It's honestly like, it's not so easy. It's not so clear cut and dry. So definitely start doing your research right now. And the last money move that I have for you guys is to get a credit card. Get a credit card. Get a credit card. Now I have the Discover It student card. I believe I'll put a link in the description or something, but it's literally free money that you have to pay back at the end of the billing cycle. You know, while it's cool to have free money, you know, always make sure that you pay it back at the end of the cycle. It's also good as it helps to build up your credit score, which right now is not really doing much for me, but when I'm older and I'm trying to get like a loan, or I'm trying to like get a house or something, like that credit score, honey, it's going to come in clutch. Just be a responsible user. You know, make sure you're using your credit card every now and then for purchases here and there. Make sure they're purchases that you can pay back, because if you don't pay back, I believe your credit score, well, I know that it's gonna negatively affect your credit score. You just feel really cool when you have a credit card. It's just cool, but be responsible. Alright, so that was the last money move that I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what kind of videos you would like to see next. I would really love to hear them in the comments down below, or read them. And yeah, I will talk to you guys next time.